Hey, good morning, everybody. Michelle Moran here with Remax Momentum, and I'm excited to introduce London Curtis to you. She's the owner of Salon Scholar. She's going to talk to us today about her business as well as some current trends in the industry. Thanks
Yeah.
a bunch for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having me, Michelle. I want to compliment you because I think that this is amazing what you're doing. You're not only stepping out of your comfort zone, which for me, my business is online, and we'll learn about that in a second. But my business is online. But for somebody who doesn't go live all the time or record all the time, when I first started, it can be a little nerve-wracking. So I think
Intimidating, for sure, yes.
So I think it's awesome that you're stepping out of your comfort zone and featuring different businesses and seeing how we kind of all connect, because that's what I've learned about business is we all kind of connect in a way, you know.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, like you're obviously a fantastic realtor, and then what I do is different, but for some reason it makes sense, you
We
know.
all overlap. And you know what? Working together makes us better.
Yeah. Oh, I like
Right?
that.
Isn't that cool? I saw a picture yesterday with a chocolate chip cookie and a glass of milk. And
Oh
it's
my gosh.
they're together underneath. And it's so true. Like, let's all
Yeah.
work right now to lift each other up, right? Share what
Yes.
we can and yeah, get through all of this for sure.
Great. Yeah, well, again, thanks for having me. So, yeah, my name is London Curtis. I'm the owner of Salon Scholar. And to make sure that I'm bringing value to your listeners and also to my listeners, I'll tell you a little bit about what we do at Salon Scholar, but then also some things that are going on in the industry, because obviously this is a really interesting time we're living in. And so things are changing on the client side, things that are going to be different once you go to the salon. So I'll talk a little bit about that. But what we do, so Salon Scholar is a live online education platform for cosmetologists in our industry. And we work with new professionals, but we also work with seasoned professionals as well. So we have events, and we have a private Facebook group. So Salon Scholar is our main website and page, but we also have a private Facebook group, which is called Hairstylist Inner Circle. And the cool thing about that is if you are a professional stylist or a salon owner, your entire staff can join that Facebook group. And we do live classes 3 times a week.
Oh,
So,
that's
and especially,
fantastic.
yeah, so especially right now, because everybody's at home, we have a lot of educators that are coming on live and giving free live information and demos, just to kind of help us not twiddle our thumbs too much
That's
during this
fantastic.
time.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Zoom is even working, because it's like overloaded. Everybody's using Zoom, you know?
Absolutely. And I really just long for the day like we can see each other again instead of going through the computer, but we'll take what
Yeah,
we can get right now for sure.
exactly. Yeah, and it is kind of strange how you can connect with people through Zoom. Like, I know that they're like that, you know, the physical contact, and like you're saying, like hugging somebody and meeting them for lunch is wonderful. But sometimes when I'm on Zoom, I forget that the person isn't like right in front of me. I'm still able to connect with them. And that's what we've learned when we educate and I do demos, because actually, she's right here because I just did a class. So
Yay.
I'll have my mannequin, she'll be on a stand, and then my student or the salon, whoever it is we're educating to, they also have their mannequin on a stand, and we're going through the class together live in real time. So that's a little bit about the business. But as far as the consumer and the client, what's going to change is, this is kind of cool. We're talking about Zoom, but a lot of salons are implementing virtual consultations. So, and it sounds like, what?
Right? Yeah, like
Yeah, like,
for those grays you can see up there right now.
yeah. Well, actually, I mean, think about it. I actually can see your hair pretty well. I mean, as a
I'm
cosmetologist,
sure.
yeah,
I can see it pretty well. It's not looking very
yeah. You're like, are you gonna wear a hat next to like every video here on out? You're gonna like be covering your head more and more.
probably. Yeah, yeah. But tell me, how is it going to work?
Yeah. So I think that it's kind of taking shape right now because it is so new. So I want to tell you what it might look like, but then when you go and if your stylist or the salon in your area is offering this, and if it doesn't look exactly like I'm telling you, then you're gonna be like, hey, London, it didn't look like that. But it's just kind of a general outline for now because it's so brand new. Everything that's going on right now is so brand new, right?
For sure.
Yeah. So like, let's say you call a salon and you want something different, like you need your base done. So you need like a color on your base, and then you also need highlights, and you're a first time client. They will schedule a 15-minute Zoom call. More than likely, Zoom will be the platform that's used, possibly StreamYard, maybe Facebook Messenger. I can't imagine that would work very well. And then we would come on like this, and we would go through the entire consultation. So it's nice because on my end, I've never met you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I'll book out, 2.5, 3 hours, depending on how you were booked through the receptionist that, they're not always stylists,
Okay.
which is fine, but they're not always stylists. So sometimes the time maybe gets a little extended. So if I meet with you for 15 minutes and we talk and chat, then I can appropriately book the amount of time that I need for your service.
And that's great for me as a consumer because I know how much time I'm actually going to be there for.
Right.
Opposed to having to get a sitter for a longer amount of time or miss the school bus or any of those things that may come up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah, it is interesting. So some people have adopted it right now just to kind of see how it's working out. But then other salons are like, we will never do consultations different again. We will always do consultations this way. Now, that doesn't mean every single, like let's say you come in every 6 to 8 weeks to see your stylist. That doesn't mean every 6 weeks you're going to have a 15-minute consultation. This is really for the new person. So if you have a regular person that you see, when you come into the salon, you'll still get the consultation because, your girl or boy knows you, right? So this is for like a first-time client, really, or if you want to make a giant change. Let's say, Michelle, that you want a full head of extensions. You want like
Can you imagine? That would be horrible. But yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, so let's say that Michelle calls the salon and she's like, London, I would really like a full head of extensions. I'd probably book you for a consultation and really kind of dive deep into why you want this.
Why?
Right? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That just made my day.
Yeah. Next time we see you, you're going to have extensions and a hat on.
Probably. Yeah. I'm very thankful that I was able to get in to my stylist right before all this went down because, with short hair, it's kind of tricky.
Oh, yeah.
Lord knows where I'd be right now if I was, yeah.
Well, your hair still looks really good for how short it is.
It's gray. I won't get too close to the camera, but thank you. And the side bangs kind of help. But
yeah. That's funny. Yeah. So that's probably what you guys are going to be seeing in the industry as far as on the consumer end. And then it depends on your state. So, I mean, I know that every state is opening at different times, and there are some restrictions that are really, really tight right now. So for instance, they might require you to wear a face mask. So if that's a requirement and they're not providing them, then just make sure it's the one that goes behind your ears and not, doesn't wrap behind your head.
Absolutely.
Right. And you may not think about it when you go to leave because, it might be one that you're wearing on a regular basis or whatever. So just make sure it's one that goes around your ears. And then also the stylist. I know that a lot of the stylists are wearing the cover, and they're actually, I've seen some shields. Like I've seen some stylists that are wearing shields. I don't know what, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that's great, right? That everybody's taking the precautions that they're comfortable with.
Right.
And getting back to as bit of a normal moving forward as we can.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah. And you also may see things like they're not double booking, which means, while you're getting your hair colored, while you're processing, they're not cutting somebody else's hair. So we call that double booking. And that probably won't be happening for quite a while.
For sure.
Yeah. It's interesting how it's affected. I mean, it's really impacted a lot of industries, and it's impacted the salon industry in a big way. big
for,
way.
for sure. I'm really looking forward to them being able to open back up again here in Colorado.
Yeah.
For sure.
Are our salons in phase 1?
Not yet, not until second week of May, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go to you for my information, Michelle.
Funny.
Yeah. I'm like,
Who
what's going
knows?
on? And, go ahead.
It might even get pushed out again, right? It just keeps getting pushed and pushed. So we'll have to see where it all lands.
Yeah.
But this was fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
I look
Thank you,
forward
Michelle.
to.
I appreciate it.
Sounds great. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.